Welcome back again. See, in the previous class, we have learnt the meaning of minors and cofactors, and we have also found out the minors and cofactors of 2 cross 2 determinant and 3 cross 3 determinants. Okay, in this class, let us discuss about some of the properties of minors and cofactors. Okay, see, you are observing here, I have written 2 properties on the board here. See, don't worry about these properties. I will explain these properties later. So let us work out one more example here. Find the minors and cofactors of the determinant. So determinant is given here. So let us find out the cofactors and minors, then verify these 2 properties. Very easy problem. So we can first find out the minors and cofactors. See, I write minors and cofactors. So let us work out this one. Minors and cofactors. See, I will directly write it here. See, as we done in the previous example. A11, A12, A13, then A21. See, observe carefully. A22, then A23, A31, then last 3 elements. See, like signs, we know plus minus plus, minus plus minus, then plus minus plus. See, I have written the signs here. So, okay, let us start here. See, put the bracket. See, A11, see, first element, I am considering first element. So, leave this column and this row. See, 0 into minus 7, that is 0, minus 5 into 4, that is 20. So, that 0 minus 20, that will be what? Minus 20. Okay, then next element is C minus 3. So, leave this column and this row. 6 into minus 7, that is minus 42, minus 4 into 1, that is 4. See, minus of, see, minus 42, minus 4, that is minus 46. That will be what? Plus 46. Then you move to this element 5. See, leave this column, see, this column and this row, you have to delete it. Then 6 into 5, that is 30, minus 1 into 0, 0. So 30 minus 0, that will be positive. So here we got 3 elements. So we will get 3 elements here. So then we will get the last 3 elements here. See, A21, see 6. So leave this row and this column. See, minus 3 into minus 7, that is 21, minus 5 into 5, that is 25. See, minus of, see, 21 minus 25, that is minus 4. Okay, that is minus 4. That means what? See, minus into minus plus, that will be positive. So signs should be taken care of here. Very careful. We have to be careful here. Next, I will move to 0 here. See, 0. So it lies here. Okay. So leave this. See, this column and see, leave this column and this row. So what are the elements left here? So we can write it. We can make a rough work there. So this column, see, 0. This column and this row. See, 2, 5, 1, minus 7. 2, 5, 1, minus 7. See, 2 into minus 7, that is minus 14, minus 5 into 1, 5. So minus 14 minus 5, that is minus 19. Okay. Then A2, 3, C, 4. So leave this, see, this row and this column. 2 minus 3, 1, 5. 2 minus 3, 1, 5. See, inside I will show it here. See, 4. See, leave this row and this column. So we get 2 minus 3, 1, 5. Then 2 into 5. See, this is 10. See, you have to be careful here. See, 2 into 5. See, 10. After writing the product, write the negative sign. Minus of minus 3 into 1. Product is minus 3. So that will be 10 plus 3. See here. 10 plus 3 plus. Then 10 plus 3, 13. So that will be minus 13. See, next I move to last row here. Let me okay. See, 1. So A31. So then you leave this row and this column. See, minus 3 into 4, that is minus 12 minus 0. See, minus 12 minus 0. That will be what? Minus 12. Then to next element A32. See, 5 is there here. See, you leave this column and see, leave this column and this row. Okay, this column and this row. See, 2, 5, 6, 4. That will be left here. 2, 5, 6, 4. Okay. See the element here. This, see, last row and this second column. 2, 5, 6, 4. So when you take the product here. So 8 minus, see, 30. So you have to be careful here. Once again, see, minus, outside minus is there. 8 minus 30, it will be what? Minus 22. then that will be what? Minus into minus plus, that will be positive. So last element is minus 7. See, leave the last row and the last column. So upper half, that is 2 minus 3 6 0, then 2 into 0 0. See here, I will show it here, 0 minus of, see, write the product 6 into minus 3, that is minus 18, that is 0 plus 18. See, that's why I am writing here 0 plus 18, then everything will be positive here, 18. Okay, so you have to make a rough work cleanly. So these are the minors and cofactors. So as I told in my previous class, the matrix obtained by replacing the elements by their corresponding cofactors is called cofactor matrix. Okay, that also I have written. So my cofactor matrix is, see, cofactor matrix is, so that is the matrix obtained by replacing the corresponding elements by their respective cofactors. See, A11, A12, A13. So row wise. So that is minus 20, 46, 30. Then second row is, see, 4, minus 19, minus 13. Then last row is minus 12, 22, and see, 18. This is cofactor matrix. So if I take the transpose of this matrix, that transpose, this transpose of the cofactor matrix is called adjoint. This also I explained in the previous class. The same thing here. Okay, we have found out that minors and cofactors. Now, see, let us consider these two properties. What the property says, see, important here, and let us read these properties and verify whether it was good for that one or not. See, if A is a square matrix, see, we have written a determinant means there will be a square matrix. Okay, A is a square matrix, then see, sum of the products of the elements of any row with their corresponding row, okay. So here, if A is a square matrix, then sum of the products of elements of any row, or for that matter any column, with their corresponding cofactors. Okay, this will be, okay, it is not rows, it is cofactors. Okay, I will write CF here. See, sum of the product of the elements of any row with their corresponding cofactors is equal to value of the determinant. So what is the meaning here? So I will try to explain here. Okay, these are the cofactors. See, what this property says here is, say I have a matrix. Okay, let me write this as 2 minus 3 5 6 0 4 1 5 minus 3. This is the, say, given matrix here. So we have attached a determinant there. See, here if A is a square matrix, then sum of the product of the elements of any row with their corresponding cofactors. That means okay, elements of any row with their corresponding cofactors. See, these are the elements A11, A12, A13 generally. So what we write generally here, see, A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32. See, this is the general here. So here in this T, so what is the cofactor of A11? See, minus 20, cofactor of A12 46, A13 is 30, A21 is 4. Corresponding cofactor for this element is minus 19, this one is minus 13, A31 it is minus 12, A32 is 22, A33 is 18. Okay, so what the property says here is, see, so these are all the cofactors. So the symbol of cofactor is what? A1, capital A. We'll write it A11. See, if I take first row, for example, first row. So corresponding cofactors, if I multiply this with this one, that means see, A11 into the corresponding cofactor of this is A11. Corresponding cofactor, see, product, see, this is a product. Then I have to take the sum. See, sum of the product of the elements of any row or column with their corresponding cofactors. So I have multiplied the cofactor and the element of first row, and I am taking the sum. See, A12 into corresponding cofactor is A12 plus A13 into corresponding cofactor is A13. So this sum will be equal to value of the determinant. Okay, value of the determinant. So this property 1 says this. So sum of the product of the elements of any row with their corresponding cofactors is equal to value of the determinant. So is it true or not? Let us verify for this example. Okay, so first let me substitute this one. Okay, a11, so a11 is 2 into this a11 is minus 20, corresponding cofactor, plus, so a12 is minus 3 into corresponding cofactor for this is 46, plus see a13 is 5 into corresponding cofactor is 30. Then this will be minus 40, see plus into minus minus 138, plus it will be what, 150. Then we can take this minus 40 minus 138 minus 178 plus 150, and this will be minus 28. See, this answer is minus 28. So let us expand, see, let us expand this determinant. Okay, let us expand this determinant and see whether this is equal to minus 28 or not. So I will show it here. See, determinant, I will expand this determinant. Okay. So that is, see, 2 minus 3, 5, 6, 0, 4, 1, 5, minus 7. Okay, let us expand this along first row. Okay, 2, see, 2 into, leave this column, this row, so 0, minus 20, then see, minus is there, minus into minus, that will be what, plus 3 into, see, leaves this column, this row, minus 42, minus 4, then plus 5 into, see, this, leave this column, this row, 30, minus 0. So that is, see, minus 20 into 2, that is minus 40, then plus 3 into minus 46, plus, see, plus, this will be what, 150. So that is minus 40 plus into minus minus 138 plus, see, 150. So that is same thing here, see, minus 40 minus 138 plus 150. So answer will be what, minus 28. So it is the value of determinant. Yeah, see here, sum of the product of the elements with their corresponding cofactors, this is equal to, see, value of the determinant. So whatever the value we get, that will be equal to this. That is the property I have written here, first property. So if A is a square matrix, then sum of the product of the elements with their corresponding cofactors is equal to value of the determinants, as we verified for this example. See, minus 28, minus 28. So we verified the first property. Okay, so then see here, another property is there. See, second property, what is the second property? Okay, I will do this. Okay, see, sum of the product, so if A is a square matrix, see, sum of the product of the elements of any row with their corresponding cofactors of elements of any other row is 0. That means, see, if I consider, see, if I see this property 2 says, see, A11, see, I will consider this element, see, this element, I will not consider the corresponding cofactor, I will consider the cofactor of any other row. So I will consider this third row. See, I will multiply this and some other row, see, A31 plus A12, A32 plus, say I will take this A13, A33. See here, sum of the product of the elements of any row with their corresponding cofactors of elements of any other row, that value is 0. See difference here. If you multiply the element with their corresponding cofactor and take the sum, value that will be equal to value of the determinant. If you multiply, say I have taken A11 and I have multiplied this these elements with the cofactors of any other row. Say I have taken third row, I have considered for this first row, elements of first row, I multiplied with the corresponding cofactors of other row. Then what is the value? Then value will be 0. So let us verify this. Okay, whether it will be 0 or not. So let us do it here. Okay, let us check this property. So I will consider, see, A11 means what? This 2 into, see, A31. So what is the corresponding cofactor of A31? See, minus 12. See, minus 12 plus. Then A12. So A12 is this minus 3. Minus 3 into, see, A32. So A32 means this one is 22. Okay, 22 plus A13 is this 5 into corresponding cofactor, not the corresponding, see A33 means the corresponding cofactor of this element A33, that means this last element, see 18, okay, then minus 24, plus into minus minus 66 plus 90, see minus 24 minus 66, so we can add this and write the negative sign here, so 90 plus 90, see value is what? 0. See here, value is 0. So that's why I have written these two properties for your reference. So you can write down the properties. Proof is not necessary. So we can verify by taking another 3 cross 3 determinant. So what is the basic meaning here? See, if A is a square matrix, then the sum of the product of the elements with their corresponding cofactors. See, if you consider A11, what will be the corresponding cofactor for that? Capital A11. So if you add all this, that will be equal to value of the determinant. Okay, that is the first property. See here, if you take A21, then how can I write A21 into what is the corresponding cofactor for this here? Capital A21 plus A22 capital A22 plus A23 capital A23. This will be equal to what? See, determinant, once again I will get the value as minus 28 as we got, as shown here. See, this will also works good. So if, see here, if you multiply the elements, see elements with any, with the, see here, if you multiply the elements of the determinant by other cofactors like this A11, see, I have considered first row, see A11, A12, A13, multiplied by not the corresponding cofactors, any other cofactors like, see, A31, A32, A33. If you multiply like this, then the value is 0. See, sum of the product of the elements of any row or column with the corresponding cofactors of elements of any other row is 0. So if you take the corresponding elements and cofactor of the same corresponding element, then the sum will be what? Equal to determinant, the value of the determinant. Okay, so here we can say here, see, A21 A31 plus A22, then cofactor A32 plus A23 capital A33, that sum of the product will also be 0. Okay, you have shown it here. So that applies to all, so you can check on your own here. So we have verified all these things. Okay, see, cofactor matrix I told already here. Okay, cofactor matrix. So what is the cofactor matrix? So here we have written the cofactor matrix. So cofactor matrix. So this is called cofactor matrix. So cofactor matrix means it is a matrix obtained by replacing the elements. It is the matrix obtained by replacing the elements of the matrix by their corresponding, see, by their corresponding cofactors, like this. See, so generally it is written as write it as A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23. Then last row, see, capital letter, I am using capital A. See, this is the cofactor matrix. So it is the matrix obtained by replacing the elements of the matrix by their corresponding cofactors. So here just I have taken one example and I have replaced, so I have replaced all the elements by their respective cofactors. This is called cofactor matrix. So this is called cofactor matrix. So the next part is, if I take the transpose of this matrix, that is called adjoint of the matrix. So if we A dash or A to the power of transpose, so then rows and columns are interchanged here. See, A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, then A32, A33. See, transpose of the cofactor matrix. So this is transpose of the cofactor matrix is called adjoint of the matrix. So if I take the transpose of this, that is called adjoint of the matrix. See, if this is a cofactor matrix, then if I take A dash, so then that will be what, minus 20, 46, 30, 4, minus 19, minus 13, minus 12, 22, 18, so minus 12. So this is adjoint of A, and it is written as adjoint. So in the bracket we write it as whatever the notation we use, adjoint A. So cofactor matrix, this is the cofactor matrix. If we take the transpose, that is called what? Adjoint of the matrix. Okay. So including previous class, what are the things we have learned? So we have known the meaning of minors and cofactors. Then cofactor matrix. Then we have verified these two simple properties related to minors and cofactors. So once again I am repeating before the end of the class. See, minors and cofactors. So minors and cofactors, you should know, should be very careful. See, minors and cofactors means, so you should remember here, minus 1 whole to the power of I plus j into mij. See, this is the very important thing here, where mij is the minor. So minor means what? So we delete the row and column in which the element lies, and to that value we attach the signs. What are the signs? Plus minus plus, minus plus minus, plus minus plus. So we attach these signs and we write all the elements. So that those elements are called cofactors. That matrix is called cofactor matrix, and if I take the transpose, that is called adjoint of the matrix. Okay. So if you practice these things, so then before going to the next class, it will be very easy for you to solve some more problems. Okay. So let us consider some more concepts in the next class.